Actually, where I am is morning.
Hello, Azita. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Praise God. And you?
I'm also great. Thank you very much for asking.
Thank goodness.
So we need to just wait for some time, let the people join, then we'll start the topic. So guys, have you gone through the documents, the PDF file which I have shared in the groups? Have you gone through? Have you read the PDF documents about the topic? Guys, have you gone through the documents, the PDF file which I have shared in the groups? Have you gone through? Galaxy J5. Could you tell something about yourself? What is your name? Galaxy J5, are you here?
It's with me.
Yeah, what is your name?
Olmer.
Sorry?
My name is Olmer.
Soner.
Olmer.
Olner.
Olmer.
Okay, actually the thing is that can you text here? I need to change your name because sometimes we cannot understand your name. If I call you by your name, so that would be better. Okay? Can you text here your name? I'm not able to understand. Can you text here? Azita is co-host now.
Hello, good evening, Shashiraj sir.
Good evening, Baljit. How are you?
Fine, sir. How about you?
I'm also fine. Thank you very much for asking.
Okay, sir. Ajita ma'am. Hello, good.
Ajit. Good
Yes,
evening
good.
to you.
Yes. Sir, do you want to say something, sir?
No, I was not asking anything. I was just asking you all people that we need to wait for some time. That
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask about your profession, if you don't mind.
about my
Profession.
profession.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my profession. Okay, I have already told many times that I'm in ordnance factory. I'm in defense. That is Ministry of Defense.
Yes, sir.
We are manufacturer, developer, designer of parachutes. We export parachutes to the Russia, to the Indonesia, to many countries, and we also export to the Indian Air Force. We export to the Army, military, Navy.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
We have very responsible job.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah. But your qualification regarding is, are you engineer or something else?
I have done MBA, Master of
Okay.
Business Administration. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
But my job is not related to MBA. I am in an industry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the part of industry.
Manufacturing.
It's a manufacturing department.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. So as we know very well that we all can do live sessions. So it is an industry live on YouTube. So people can watch live. So now we have this kind of facility. This is very good thing. So Paresh, what do you understand by Paresh or anybody else can tell about the topic? What is the Meaning of topic, that is observation. What do you understand? Any idea about it? Anything if you have understood about the topic? No idea.
Observation is any kinds of peoples and fruits and it is not talking to a- anywhere any place worlds and is persons animals fruits and some every people we have see and observe and after that his the work and some uh, that's the judgment and observe and after that the judgment is the goods or bad and some some things we have to be for example is the judge is judgment the criminal as persons we have went to attend the interview but after that you are interviewer we are just observing you we have to sit on there and some people that observation this means observation observation.
Yeah, that's right. Anybody else? Jojo, do you want to say something?
Sleeping.
All right, we are moving to the topic now.
Yes.
Just a minute. So guys, co-host Azita, I have already made you. Can you see the screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I request you all people, please mute yourself. Okay. And now we are going to start. As we know, the topic is be an observer rather than a judge. So what does it mean? That means many time people, they start judging anything before observing anything. Okay, without implementing their mind, without thinking, they start judging and they give the judgment. Okay, many times we don't read the entire book and we give the judgment that this book is not good. We have also listened the famous saying, don't judge a book without by its cover, without reading. Okay, by its cover we judge the book, means by the outlook of any person, how he looks, how he appears, and we give the judgment. Okay, so yes, Faisal, don't raise your hand now, right? I'll give you a chance to speak. Okay, I'll give all the people to ask anything. All right. Okay, Faisal. Or you can put your question in the chat box. Anybody, if you have any question, you can put your question in the chat box. So I was asking about the observation rather than judge. Yeah. So I was asking about, like, many people, they have this kind of habit or judging the people, judging anything without observing, means without thinking what is that thing, what is the person is it is good or is a bad person. We don't implement, we don't think, we don't put observation. So I would like to give you one example. What is the meaning of observation? You need to understand the depth of the observation. What does it mean? You might have listened one famous biology professor. He is Mr. Luis Agassiz. Is there anyone who has listened Luis Agassiz, the famous biologist? Famous biologist Luis Agassiz. Okay, I'll tell you one story. One student came to Luis Agassiz. He's a biology professor, biologist, and he was very famous. And that student was doing his PhD under the age of that professor. He came to him and he requested that I want to do my study under the age of you. You need to guide me and please teach me all these things. Then professor agreed to teach him, and he brought that student in a room and he gave a jar and he put a fish on that jar, and he told that student that you have to write down the specimen about this fish without hurting her, without hurting it. You have to write down the synopsis or specimen or whatever you observe. Just write down, and after that I'll meet you. So student started thinking that miss all the professor scientists, they are capricious, they are adamant, miss they can do anything, miss he has just given me fish to watch the fish, miss I need to watch the fish, and what could I observe? He was just thinking like that. The student was thinking like that. This means this kind of professor, they can do anything. They don't teach us, they don't guide us, and they just give a task. That's it. But still, it was the task given by the professor. So student had to do that. So student start observing and start thinking that what all things should I write. Then after 1 hour, he wrote something. Then he became so happy. He thought that I've written, now I need to show to the professor. Then he came out from the room and he searched the professor, but he did not find the professor. He searched a lot, but he did not find. And then he thought that now professor has gone somewhere and I don't know when he would come. He waited for a few hours, but the professor did not come. Then student realized that it was some big task that professor gave to him. Now he again started thinking about that fish, started watching, started observing everything, all the movements of the fish, how it looks, what is the color, what is the wrinkles, and how her eyes, mouth, and everything. And he started writing. So he wrote around 4 hours, and then he wrote around 1 day. Then professor came after 2 days, and he showed the entire synopsis specimen to the professor, and the professor became angry that you don't know nothing. You have whatever you have written, it is a nonsense. It's a useless. There is no use of thing what you have written. Then student became angry, and he could not ask any question because he had to do his degree under the age of that professor. And professor told him just write down again it. Then student became angry, and he knew that this professor is adamant, he is capricious, he cannot understand me. Then professor went away. Then student started thinking a lot. Now he tore all the pages and he started writing. He was also adamant. The student was adamant and the professor was adamant. Means both were adamant. Now student wrote the specimen, everything. He watches all the minute things of the fish. He watches the teeth, when the temperature changes, the color changes of the fish. He also observes the movements of the eyes. It moves anti-clock when temperatures high. So this kind of minute things he observes, and he wrote around 100 hours. Then he got a hefty notebook of the specimen. Then he showed to the professor after 10 days of his observation. So that's called the observation. Okay. Miss, without watching, without miss, after watching or just looking how it looks, anything looks or appearance of anything, and you start judging. Miss, you do not go to the depth of anything. When you move to the depth of anything, then you observe how the things are, how the people are, how the books are. So we need to go to the depth of anything. And the professor, when he saw the specimen synopsis, he became so happy. Then he told to a student, now you deserve to be my student. I will guide you. First of all, he was telling him, it was the first lesson to be observer, to learn how to observe anything. That was the first lesson. Okay. Now we are moving to the slide again. So I think that you have understood the meaning of observation. Have you understood the meaning of topic, what we are going to discuss? Guys, you need to respond.
Yes.
Okay, got it? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Now we are moving to the next slide.
Yes,
So we have-
Professor.
okay, but I'm not professor. Okay, thank you very much. So be an observer. Explain you about this. Now that's the next line. So in India, we have famous preacher, respected, honored, Swami Vivekananda. I think that you all people have heard about him or not. If you have not heard, please search Swami Vivekananda in internet. He was the greatest person. He has written, education is the manifestation of perfection already present in man. That means all the people, all the men, women, they all have the ability of observing the anything, man, women, an object, or which are available in the planet. They all have ability to judge, to observe anything. They have this kind of ability. But the thing is that you need to move to the depth of any object, living or non-living things. So that is the meaning of this saying, quotation, we can say. It was written by Swami Vivekananda. So you need to develop that skills, observing the people, observing the objects, observing the animals. You need to watch the minute movements of the people, minute movements of the animals, how they watch you. When you watch any animal and he's in the dangerous position, you can judge. Means you are not safe in this kind of place because that animal can attack on you, because you know the movements of the animals, the facial expressions of the animals. When you move to the street, you watch the dog, the movements of the dog. You can judge that whether the dog will bite you or not. It can attack on you or not. You can judge it. You can observe all the things because you have been watching these things from your childhood, the movements of the animals and movements of other things. So the same things you need to apply in your own life. This is very much useful. So we are moving to the next slide now. So here I have written some professionals, how they observe the things. So it is learned every day and used every day. The thing is this skills does not have any kind of syllabus. Does not have any kind of limitations. It is unlimited. The thing is that you need to learn this skill every day. The moment you wake up, the moment you go to the bed, entire day, just learn everything. Whatever you do, try to learn all the minute things. If you're doing any work, try to learn in what all manners you can do any work. Okay, suppose you are very much fond of cooking, you're fond of writing, you're fond of playing any game, or you have some creativity skills. So just apply all other skills. In what manner, in what other ways you can put the techniques to do that work effectively and efficiently. So the first example I'm telling you, I'm sorry. civil engineer. So you might have seen civil engineers, they are very much expert when they watch any kind of buildings. So by their observation, they can tell how this building is slant, how much it is slant, the pillars are slant, and they can tell you the length and depth of the building's entire things, the pillars, the quality of pillars, and everything they can tell, because they have already gone through all the like a terminology of the words, engineering words. He knows, they can communicate on their own words because they have learned the minute things. You can take the example of weightlifter. A professional weightlifter can observe that whether he can lift that weight or not, because he has observed, he has experienced for many years. Then he got the ability of lifting the weight. An arts professor, arts professor, they usually bring their students to the forest, to different kind of areas, different kind of places. And why do they do all the things? Because they want their student should observe everything, the nature. They must observe the nature and write down everything. They give the leaves of the tree and they ask to the student, just write down about the leaves. And student, they have to write. And many times they are not satisfied. Then they again say, just write down more about that. Okay. So there is a skill of writing. Then the wrestler. So many times you have seen the movies or facially or live wrestling. Many wrestlers, they give the judgment themselves. They observe everything, that whether they are able to fight with that wrestler or not. They become so confident, but the moment they start fighting, many times they can be defeated. Okay, because they don't know the strength of the other wrestler. They don't know. The same thing happens with the cricketers. Cricketers, they are very much experienced. They observe the bowlers, they observe the batsmen and other fielders and other players. They can observe the movements of the players, that how he will throw the balls, how the batsman will stroke the ball. So this kind of skills they have. The same thing happened with the driver. The expert driver cannot hit the car. It is his ability. Expert driver can observe the other's driver, that how the other driver is driving the car, and he can be safe. The same thing happened with the trainer. Trainers are very much expert, means they explore themselves. They always learn the minute things, and they always learn the skills, how to train the students in the short times. There are many trainers that teach the languages within 5 days, within 10 days. They have this kind of techniques. You might have seen many advertisement, and people say that just come for 10 days, join with us. Within 10 days, I can teach you English, I can teach you Spanish, I can teach you French within 10 days. Is it possible that someone can teach any language within 10 days? Is it possible? The trainers are talking about the language. They're not talking about the written material. You can be the expert in the writing. Okay, they are telling about the language. Language can be taught within 10 days. It is possible. I will tell you someday that how it is possible. Any language can be learned within 10 days. Okay, the same thing happened with the tattoo artist. Tattoo artists, they are very much creative. How they design, in what manner they design, and they also take care of the safety and all and everything. The same things happen with the communicator who is perfect in communication, and how communicator learn and understand the skill of communicating. The thing is that he watches the many interviews. He watches how people answer the question. He watches that what all the questions can be asked on any topic, right? Then they become the communicator. Means if you have all the questions in your mind and you know the answer of those questions, then you can be the communicator. That means the person who can answer of any questions, any general questions, he is the communicator who can speak a lot, who can answer of any questions. So these are some examples of learned people, professionals. I think that you have understood something about observation. So I've written some questions here. So let me explain all the questions. What is observation? So you need to discuss this thing in your breakout room. Do you judge people before listening them? Many times we give the judgment before listening the people. We don't listen other and just start explaining everything. But other person, they are thinking something different. Okay, they have different question, but you don't listen and you start answering. Okay, so this kind of habit is found. Okay, even this kind of thing happen with all the people, that can happen with me, that can happen with you. Okay. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you, it doesn't matter that I'm the expert of all these things. Okay, whatever, I'm just writing the things, I just search from the books, from the internet, and that's it. And whichever I find good, I just put down on my presentation. Okay, so that's the shortest thing, that is the smallest thing which I'm telling to you. It's just kind of introduction of any topic. Okay, because you need to know and everything. Okay, if you have interest of learning the skill of observation, you can go to any book, you can go through the internet, then you can find lots of things. But very first, you need to bring the interest of learning this kind of skills. Okay, the next question, explain the difference between judging people and being judged. Okay, now this is very interesting question. The thing is that when you judge any person, okay, you give the decision. Okay, this person is not looking good. You know, he's bald. And do you think that can he fight? Can he do this work? Right? I don't think so that that person can do any kind of work. Right? He's not skilled. He doesn't look good. Okay, I'm giving judgment. I have just watched that guy and I'm just deciding about him. I have not talked to him. I've not seen how he works. Okay, so that happens. And sometimes, how do you feel when others judge you without interacting with you? So you need to explain all these things. And have you ever written any synopsis? Okay, among you people, there might be some people who might have done some degree or some PhD courses under the age of any professor. So you might have got this kind of experience. We have this kind of experience. Please share this kind of experience with your with your colleagues, with your members. The next question, when you learn anything like exercising, do you learn some extra technique by your observation? The thing is that when you learn anything, like when you go to the gym and you do exercises, do you also apply your own mind doing exercise in a different way? In what all techniques can I do this? If I do this exercise in that way, I could be more good. I would be more perfect. Okay. The next question, are you professional in any skill? So you need to tell about your skill. If you are professional in any kind of field, you just explain that. Any kind of area you can choose. Okay, the next question we have you ever invented any other technique of learning? So you need to tell about, the thing is that suppose you are told any technique of anything, any technique of learning, any skills, right? So have you ever invented something by applying some different kind of techniques? So that is the meaning of this question. What is conscious and subconscious mind? Which I have already explained you all people, what is conscious mind and what is subconscious mind. So you need to remind all these things. Okay. Can you read someone's face? Okay. So this is also a skill, reading a face. Many people, they read the face and they give the decision. And how do you feel when someone tells you about yourself without asking you? So have you ever had this kind of experience in your life that somebody comes to you and start telling about yourself? Okay, so these are the questions that I have explained to you. Now, if you have anything, any questions, you can ask, but before picture. Okay, so we need to take a picture. Please turn on your camera. I request you all, please turn on your camera. Please
Hello,
turn on your camera. Please.
The meeting has not over.
That's not over. It's just a beginning.
Okay.
Okay. So please turn on your camera. I request you all. Clara, please stop your screen. Can you stop your screen, Clara? Okay, so I can do my own self. Yeah, sometimes people do some experiment on Zoom, right? They don't know what to do. Many times people use first time. Okay, so please, I was not able to take the picture now. So once again, you need to turn on your camera. Thank you very much. Thank you, Huong. I request you please take the picture in one page. That becomes so beautiful.
Sorry if I can't.
Thank you all for opening your camera. Now you can ask anything, any question, anything regarding somebody was raising the hand. I need to make some people co-host. First of all, so guys, you're not speaking anything. So did you understand the topic, or it was just moving from your head? Hello, Helio, how are you?
Hello, Shashiraj. How's it going? Hello, guys.
Everything
Good
is
morning,
fantastic.
Good morning.
It's all good, guys. It's a pleasure to be here joining you guys and discuss about this intelligent topic. I think I'm a good observator, I guess. It's good. It's an intelligent way to see how our body talks, how our faces talks, even sounding nothing. We can express ourselves with our bodies and face as well. It's good.
That's
it's
true.
good.
Everybody should learn this kind of skill. This is very important, and this is very much useful every day.
Yeah,
and many people are expert. Many people are expert in this kind of skill. They give the judgment. They decide the things. I have seen.
As I said to Eduardo, we must be prepared for anything. Like Batman, always prepared.
Like Batman say.
So I have created the breakout room. I'm just going to open it. Please join your breakout room as fast as you can, as much you can. So guys, first of all, I need to share the questions, okay, in the chat box so that you can.
Hello everybody, how are you?
We're fine.
Volta, meu amor, a aula tá já terminando. Oh, sorry.
So guys, I have already shared the question in the chat box. Okay. And you can also share your screen. Now you can join your breakout room. So did you get the link? Please join. Please join your breakout room, guys. Very fast. That was the thing. It was the nice thing. Abraham and Anirul, Madani, please join your breakout room. Jamin, Madani. I request you, please join your breakout room. Yes, Huong, how are you?
I'm good.
Great. So would you like to travel in the breakout room? Okay, I think that. Mhm.
Hello Dương. Dương ơi.
Yes.
I forgot to inform you. So we start the session on Thursday 6. Mình sẽ học vào chiều thứ 5 nhé, chiều thứ 5 lúc 6 giờ nhé.
Vâng ạ.
Và thứ 7 cũng lúc 6 giờ luôn nhé.
Vâng ạ.
Thứ 5 và thứ 7 nhé.
Vâng ạ. Được cô ạ.
Ừ. Hello Sikendra. Sikendra. Hello. Sikendra. Hello Sikendra. Pintati.
Yes, yes, Miss, I'm here.
Yeah, I will assign you to the breakout room.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Sikendra, are you there? Sikendra. Hello. Hello, Sikendra.
Hello.
Sky and Octo, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Could you turn on your camera?
Okay.
Hello, Octo, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm also fine. Thank you very much for asking. Octo, where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Indonesia. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So we have done our sessions. Okay. And I have already explained the topic. And now we have breakout rooms. Okay. People are already discussing about the questions in a breakout room. Let me share the questions here in a chat box. So these are the questions. Okay. So you can copy and then you can join any breakout room. Let me assign.
Okay.
I think that you were already assigned a breakout room number 2. Okay. So you can join your breakout room.
Okay.
You can join that breakout room number 2. You can touch your screen, then you can find the option of joining breakout room, and then you can go there. Jahan Zaib Khan. Hello, Jahan Zaib Khan. Can you listen?
Yes, yes, I do.
Hi.
Yes, I do, Mr.
How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. What about you?
Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay. Could you turn on your camera if it is possible?
No, I'm in home, so
That's okay.
in my background is a mama.
Okay, so, Mr. Khan, I have assigned you a breakout room. Please join.
Yes.
This is breakout room number 4. So, Octo, did you get the link?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
I don't.
Okay. Can you touch your screen? Touch your screen.
Okay,
Using mobile phone or
okay.
computer? I'm getting the option. Octo. Okay, Jahan Zaid, you are background from your side.
Sorry, sir.
Some background noise is coming from your side. Okay, Mr. Khan. I request you please join your breakout room. Breakout room number 4. Hello, Akash.
Hello, sir.
Akash, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, Akash.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. So we have got this question. Okay,
Yeah,
Octo.
no,
Yeah, please.
no, I just joined the meeting, so I am not familiar with the topic.
That's okay. Octo, you are not able to join your breakout room. Okay.
Okay.
So don't worry. So we can discuss the questions here.
Right.
No
Sure.
issue. Okay, Octo. Can you see the questions in the chat box?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Great. So what is the first question? You can also share the screen here. That would be good.
Yeah, it's about what is observation.
Yes. What is observation? This is about the topic. So, do you have any
What
idea
is this
what does it mean?
observation?
What does it mean?
Well, yeah. Observation, in my point of view, I guess that you observe certain things in a certain way, that how things are going, like in front of you, like that.
Great. And the thing is that when we observe anything, right? So we need
Yeah, yeah,
to check, we need to see all the minute things,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
of
yeah,
any object, living or non-living things. So
yeah,
that
yeah,
is your observation. Octo, what do you
yeah.
think about observation?
Oh, wait me a few minutes. I want to search what you mean about observation.
Okay, Octo is thinking about. Hello, genius.
Okay, wait me a few minutes. Okay, about me, what is the observation? Or about me, when I see something and I uh, take a sample and I make something and I take it all, and it's all observation. How about
Okay.
Mr.?
Anything else? I have recited one story about observation. What does it mean? And that was a story of a famous biologist, Louis Agassiz. I don't know that you have heard about him or not. When a student came here and he asked that I want to study biology under the age of you, then Louis Agassiz gave a jar with a fish and he told let's write down about thing. Okay, and the boy written, the boy had written about 1 hour, and then he asked to professor that is it sufficient. Then professor told that it's useless, and there is no meaning of this kind of thing whatever you have written. And he gave him task to write down something special. What all things can you observe? Then the boy wrote about that fish for 10 days, around 100 hours he has written. Till 100 hours he has written, and he observed many things about the movements of the fish, how it changes its color when the temperatures goes down or temperatures increases, and the wrinkles and the eye movements clockwise and anti-clockwise depending on the temperature. So these are the observation that was done by the students. So that is the meaning of observation. Okay, do you understand this?
Yes.
Hello, genius.
Hello,
Genius, what is your name?
Abson.
Okay, I did not understand your name.
I'm Abson.
Aswan.
ABSON.
Aswan.
Abson.
Abson.
Yeah.
Okay, Abson. Fine. It's better to write your name, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So can you tell me the first questions? What is the observation?
Okay. What is observation?
Mhm.
Observation something.
To my own view, I can say um, how am I going to say it? Okay, just to say something about somebody or something that is unsaid. It didn't say, but you just observe it. You get something about that thing or that song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question we have, that is, do you judge people before listening them? Did you understand this question?
Yeah.
Saputra, Anga Saputra. Hello, Anga Saputra. Anga Saputra, can you speak something? You see. Okay, can you explain the next question?
Okay.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think it is. So I don't used to judge people before listening to them because sometimes when you try to judge people, you will misunderstand them, or you can tell something, or you can get something that is not right, and if they found out, they will feel bad.
Okay. Anybody else want to say about it? Anybody else? You see? Hello, you see? And Octo?
Okay.
Like, yes, please.
Okay, about me. The question of one, the first, I mean.
Oh, question was finished, and the second question, third one. Any question?
Second question. Second
Any
question.
question? The second question you can tell.
Okay. Second question. Wait me a few minutes. I want to see again about the question. The second question. Do you judge people before listening them? About my experience, I don't never to do it because I think I must to do it according when I said something for them, and I make a statement about interrogative of the means about someone, how to make the judge for any people.
All right.
How about Mr.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Ahmed.
Sir, actually, I forget what was question.
Okay, you forgot the question. So here you
Yes.
are. Here you are in the chat box.
Oh,
See the
yes.
question. You can also discuss here. Okay.
Yes, also, but there was a person in room. There was a person. I left him alone in breakout room.
Mhm. So was he talking to you?
Yes, he was talking to him, but we don't.
You don't have
a
question.
talk.
Now you can do it. Now you got the question. You can join again, and you
Yes,
can
yes.
talk. Okay.
So how I join again?
Okay. So if you are using mobile phone, you can touch your screen.
I am using laptop. So there is a breakout room.
Yeah, just click there. You will get the option to join. Hello, Kader Hussain. How are you? Juicy, can you speak something? Juicy.